Welcome to the Champ the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Corey Idle, a.k.a. Chump. And joining me, as always, is the man, the myth. He's never been wrong a day in his life. Just ask his wife. That's a bar. Mr. Lou Willard. Lou, how we handling it?
I don't know how to handle that intro, but I'll take it. Because I'm wrong a lot.
Don't let your wife see this or hear that I ever said that, please.
Shoot. What's going on today, man?
Man, just living this chaotic life that is NFL free agency, my man. It is crazy.
Who would have thought that with all the free agency stuff going on, the big news will be what didn't happen, or what happened and then didn't happen?
Let's just get into this and celebrate the demise of the Ravens. You tanked your team. You let everybody go so you could afford one player that doesn't help your offense at all. Mr. Maxx Crosby failed his physical.
According to the
back
Ravens.
To the Raiders. There are so many things in this that are just hilarious if you're not a fan of either of these teams. Let's start with the Ravens, Lou. I'll let you take that impact.
I mean, I'm loving it. They've lost. And look, first off, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that you even offered up. You put yourself in this position, giving up 2 first-round picks for one hell of a football player. But you give all this other stuff away. You're catching all this backlash for doing so without restructuring Lamar Jackson, first off, who needs to be restructured to save you money. Didn't do that. You're letting everybody walk, including Isaiah Likely and your third tight end, who's a good second tight end in this league, a starter on some teams, but most likely a 2. You let the second or third best center in the league leave, and you lost a couple of defensive players. You need help at safety. You need help on the D-line, which you tried to get it in. But then your whole deal fell apart. You backed out of the deal, saying he failed his physical? Come on. Nobody did any intel on this guy's rehab? He had that injury months ago. Now, I understand it's abdominal. Those can be a trick. But nobody did intel before y'all got this far into the deal? That is so embarrassing. And then where they're really going to look bad, because people think they just backed out of it because they realized it was a bad deal for them after letting so much go, getting one player back, and the team was worse off getting him.
Yeah. And
so people think they just backed out, saying he failed his physical. They're going to look really stupid when the next team comes in, trades for him, and say, no, he passed his physical.
Oh, 100%.
All of these teams have elite doctors, with the exception of the San Francisco 49ers. Their players just keep getting, and maybe that's not even the doctor, that's the trainers. So they do have a good doctor because they keep getting back on the field. But so I take that back. I rescind my statement. But nonetheless, this looks really bad on the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Raiders are going to come out of this thing with white gloves because they've said all the right stuff. They're honoring their commitment to the free agents that they committed to. And they'll still trade the guy. They will still trade him.
He'll be traded today.
Yes. Now the Ravens are stuck going from Maxx Crosby. They can't get Hendrickson because they can't afford him. Because if you can afford him, how come you couldn't afford to keep Linderbaum the center?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because anyway, they can't afford him. They're going to get Joey Bosa. I don't want to say stuck with Bosa, but Bosa's 30 now.
Yeah.
You know, he's past his prime. He's still a hell of a ball player. Yeah. And he's Buckeye. But at the same time, going from Crosby to Bosa is a major step down. It's going to save them an ass ton of money and 2 first-round picks. But they look absolutely ridiculous right now.
Here's what I love about it. Go back and listen to our show yesterday. Listen to the guys we're going to talk about today. They missed out on so many potential players, not just to help Lamar, but the team overall.
Yep.
And I understand. Let me jump in real quick and just throw out the preamble I should have. I know we're talking about a defensive player that has 0 fantasy impact, but this is too wealthy not to talk about. Like, it's so rich and juicy. We have to talk about it.
It needs to be discussed. Yes.
So all that being said, the players that the Ravens have missed out on, the receivers they could have gotten, the linemen, not only that they could have saved in Linderbaum, their one big signing is John Simpson, an offensive lineman. The offensive guys they could have gotten to save Lamar. And I mean, how were you not in the running for Michael Pittman? Oh, because you thought you just spent over $100 million on a defensive guy. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like,
They could have brought in Pittman and Dobbs
yes,
to go with Flowers. Now you
Yep.
have a legit, I mean a straight out legit receiving core
Yep.
for Lamar. And you still have Andrews at the tight end. But then you still have money left to go get another lineman.
Yeah.
You clearly need them now. And or they could have spent some money and got Kobe Bryant, the corner.
Yep.
Maybe got him out of Seattle. I mean, if they could have been in them. Oh my God, they screwed it up so bad. It's epic. It's epic.
You could have traded for Trent McDuffie instead of wasting draft picks on Maxx Crosby that was not going to work out. Had you done your due diligence, it's insane.
It is.
Now,
you know how bad, this is how bad they messed up. The Raiders look good.
Yes,
that's how bad they messed up. Nobody's even talking about it from the Raiders side because the Raiders said, "No, we're still going to honor everybody we committed to." And they know if they can't trade him, their finances are busted. Absolutely shredded.
Look, if I have favors around this league, I'm calling everybody I can. If I don't like Mark Davis or Tom Brady, which we know quite a few people don't, I'm calling all favors in to say, please do not trade for this man. Stick him with the Raiders, because they could be in a position potentially where they can't afford Mendoza anymore and have to back out of the first round pick because they can't afford that first round money or that first pick money.
It's crazy right now because
it's nuts.
The only reason the Raiders are in a situation right now, if they can't get rid of this guy, the only reason that they would actually have 53 players is because you have to carry 53 players. you might be the first time you ever saw an NFL team with 42 players. They are so far over the number right now because they're stuck with his contract that the league could completely screw them. Now that will not happen because it is the Billionaire Boys Club.
Mm-hmm.
So they will not let that happen. And then the league will not let that happen. You cannot let this happen. So somebody about to get away and get him for less than 2 first-round picks to begin with. Like right now, I bet the Raiders are wishing they would have took the Cowboys offer because the Cowboys offered him a first round and a second round. And maybe he would pass the Cowboys physical.
Oh, I guarantee you. A Jerry Jones ran team, nobody's failing the physical unless Jerry wants them to fail the physical.
Yeah, like would he have even taken the physical?
That just doesn't happen.
No. So now Dallas said, "Nah, if he failed the physical, we're out." I said, "Oh, this is gonna be good." And speaking of good defensive guys, Trey Hendrickson is making his choice today too. So some people are saying San Fran.
He is. And there's a lot of rumors, once again, and they're just rumors. I get it. Myles Garrett is about to be on the move.
No, really? It's that one slipped past me.
Yep. And I heard that from Shefty. I do not speak on anything rumor-wise unless I hear it from Adam Schefter's mouth. And Shefty's reporting there's some talks about Myles Garrett being on the move. That could be interesting. Some potential landing spots real quick for Maxx Crosby. The Titans, the Commanders, the Bears, the Jags, the Eagles, because they dropped a ton of defensive players.
Yeah.
Also, could you imagine Maxx Crosby for AJ Brown and a pick? Not necessarily even a first rounder now.
That's
talk about improving teams.
Yeah.
And the Patriots and the Cowboys are the other potentials there. I love him. Just the fantasy-wise potential of AJ Brown going to the Raiders. And playing with Mendoza and Naylor and Trey Tucker. Oh my gosh, Brock Bowers. That team is loaded for bear in 1 year.
You would just hope that he has the patience to play with the rookie quarterback.
That's it.
Now he got a rookie quarterback, though, that will, no matter how hard he yell at him, he'll just smile back at him and say, I love you and you love me. And today's going to be a great day.
Yeah. They're not drafting the guy that they're not drafting the guy that sued the Heisman.
Yeah.
Diego McPudgy face. Go fuck yourself, dude. You played for Vanderbilt. Eat a dick.
Will he get drafted?
No.
That's a whole different show.
He will. The Browns will take him.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
And they only have a Pro Bowl.
Still won't have one after they draft him.
All right, let's get into the free agent market now. We had our fun. First up, Lou, on the list. I know this guy is near and dear to your heart. I am completely brokenhearted with this move for Gibbs, and only Jeremiah Gibbs, but Isiah Pacheco signed to the Lions. Dan Campbell will not. He's a fantasy killer, man. Let Jeremiah cook. Let this dude cook. What are we doing?
And Gibbs is a every down back.
Yes.
But he's bringing in Pacheco to take David Montgomery's role. Clearly, I'm not. You don't need me to tell y'all that. Y'all smart. You're listening to this show. You're smart. So then again, here goes Gibbs's goal line carries. Right back out the window. Further cementing Bijan Robinson is number one running back in fantasy football.
Yep.
But Detroit just bring in a backup. Just draft one. All you need is a backup. You don't have to get a dude who was a Pro Bowler. I don't know if he officially made it, but he would have been until he broke his leg. You don't have to bring that guy in. Just draft. There's a lot of good running backs in this draft. Draft one. You just need a backup. You need a backup that can pass block.
So many. Who we talk about in our way early projections at like 40? I think I mentioned Zaire White.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned the Chris. Is it Chris that backs up Jeremiah Love at Notre Dame? You mentioned him in your picks. Yep. I don't know if he was in your 40, but we had talked about him. And I know we talked about him off air. And that's a great backup for Detroit. He's a physical runner. You just need a backup.
That's it.
Now you're taking the ball out of Gibbs' hands for no reason. But while we're on Detroit, they did restructure Jared Goff. So now let's see what they do with that money. Saves them $42 million. I think they're going to go defensive with it. And I think they might try to pick up Hendrickson with that money. So I'll be real curious to see it. If they get Hendrickson, look out, because you got him and Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edges, man. That's a better duo than what Pittsburgh has. And Pittsburgh has a top 4 passing duo. Houston has the best. The Texans have the best, but that will put Detroit probably at 2 if they can get Hendrickson.
And if you look at what Detroit has done, they signed Teddy Bridgewater. Now they got Isiah Pacheco. They went out and signed center Cade Mays, offensive tackle Larry Borum, and traded with the Houston pick from Montgomery, Juice Scruggs, offensive lineman. They have reinforced that real quick the first 2 days. The only defensive signing they've made so far is Rock Yassim. I am totally on board with what Lou is saying. They are about to make a splash.
Breaking just came up. I was wrong. The Ravens got Trey Hendrickson. 4 years, $112 million.
No way.
According to Jordan the Johnny.
All right, Trey Hendrickson.
CBS Sports. So I will eat the crow. Can I get that crow well done, please? No feathers.
Yep. That was
evidently they can't afford him.
At least the show's not going out with you saying that, and we got to wait a day or a week to come back and be like, I fucked that up.
Yeah, messed that up. But breaking news. Wow. They just did it. So to answer my own question, how could they afford him if they couldn't afford the center? They can afford him because they didn't pay the center.
Yep.
There you go. Asked and answered, my friend. 4 years, $112 million. Now he gets to harass Joe Burrow.
That's fun for him. If this was a more football-centered show instead of fantasy, I would love to get into this, because this is just we fucked up, let's save face, real fast move. Still really doesn't help Lamar.
At all.
Andy's worth more money than Maxx Crosby. So they actually took on more money, didn't they? Because
I
he
believe
signed
so.
after Crosby. Wasn't that the like train? It was like Crosby, then Hendrickson, then Parsons, and
Yeah,
then
something like that.
because
I
they
don't know.
all were topping each other for highest paid. Either way,
Yep.
moving on. Yeah, Detroit, going back to them. I think they're done offensively. They're pretty much set at this point.
Yep.
Next up, Mama, he's coming home. Geno Smith is a New York Jet.
That helps Garrett Wilson out because he's gonna
A
just
ton.
pepper him with the ball. And they're actually gonna throw the ball now, so they just won't
Yep.
sit back and run it 45 times a game.
Yep. I think this is interesting. I think the Jets have quietly, they're trying. They've signed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensive players. And re-signed Breece Hall. We'll call him 3. So that's 3 offensive players, including Geno Smith. They're trying to compete in this division.
They
They're
are,
just
but they're signing too many defensive players.
yeah.
Like defense wasn't initially your issue.
No.
Problem is you passed for 60 yards a game and ran for 20. They had a game last year, I believe they didn't get 100 total yards.
Oh, yeah.
And yet here you are signing 8 defensive players.
And none of them, by the way, I'm sorry. One of them is a cornerback. 2 of them are safeties. You had 0 interceptions last year. If you're signing defensive players, idiots, sign cornerbacks. What are you doing?
I mean, it just I don't know what they're doing, but at least they're going to throw the ball now, so it helps us out with Garrett Wilson. Y'all can still have Breece Hall. I'm just not. No, he's not going to be happy with being tagged, so he's going to be pissed, and he's guaranteed money, so he doesn't have to play very hard. His hamstring could hurt, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And then when he goes into the next year, are they going to tag him and pay him double what they're paying him this year? The answer is no. But being the Jets, they might, because it's dumb.
They keep saying, both sides keep saying they're close to a long-term deal. I think Breece Hall will end up being the Kyle Pitts. The second he gets that money,
he's checking out.
See ya. Yeah. I'll take Garrett Wilson, but he'll move up a little bit in my rankings because he has a quarterback now. Yeah. But by and large, like, I'm not touching Geno Smith. There's no way.
No, God, no. No.
The quarterback I will touch, maybe inappropriately if he brings me home a Super Bowl, is Drake May. And we're going to talk about that signing of Romeo Doubs. You like that transition? That's how we do it in the pros, baby.
You ain't no good. No, but I love the signing for the quarterback. I love the signing for the team, first off. I was hoping Pittsburgh got him, but we got Michael Pittman. They're 1A, 1B to me. I'd have took either one of them.
Yep.
So kudos to the Patriots for that. The team I love to hate on. But damn, this is to go with Butte and the other guy you still got because Diggs is gone, Douglas.
Yep.
You got a good receiving core now for this young quarterback. Here's even better signing for you. You sign Elijah Vera Tucker, the offensive guard. I'd have loved to see you get a tackle. Maybe you're bumping your guard out to tackle. I don't know. That's your squad. You would know better than I would.
I think they'll end up if they signed another tackle as well. Okay. But I think what they'll end up doing with Tucker is he'll compete with Will Campbell with that left tackle position. I think they'll keep, and I think
Will. So you're saying they're going to stick Tucker at tackle?
I think they'll stick Tucker at tackle, and I think Will Campbell will end up competing with that other rookie left guard for left guard.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you see that, but that's just as important of a signing as Doubs is.
Yes.
Because that kid was running for his life in the playoffs.
Oh, my Lord.
I mean, running for his, and then the Super Bowl, he stood no chance. No. But this signing boosts Doubs up the ladder. I know I'm going to jump him some spots. And Drake May, I think I had him at 14. Now he has a legitimate target, which makes the other guys better. He's probably going to be a starter for me now in the top 12. He's probably going to be in our top 12.
Yeah, I'd definitely be looking to draft him, especially with if they keep that same efficient passer rating he had. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be a good point scorer. I think the Patriots, outside of Travion Henderson, because I agree with you, Lou, he's going to make his splash this year.
Yep.
Outside of him, though, this is old school Patriots again. I'm not taking anybody but the quarterback. I do not want one of these receivers.
It is going to be hard to take anybody, even though Doubs will move up.
Oh, yeah.
But are they going to play the game where they run it 35 times and throw it 15? Only have 50 plays and win 9-3? Because that's how they don't mind playing like that.
No, and there will be 6 or 7 games where they will play like that.
Yeah, they're patient. They're patient enough to play like that. And trust me, I'm a fan of a team that's just as patient. Well, I don't know what they're going to do to the new coach, but so you and I both know what it's like to be fans of teams that play patient to the point where they wear you out as a fan. It's like, do something. But no, this is a very good signing for him, and I'm happy for Drake May. Not happy for the Patriots, but happy for Drake.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, guys, I know it's a shorter show today. We could break down some more. We could get into rumors, but honestly, we don't need to address rumors. Just stick around 5 minutes. This shit's going to break off and continue to break off all day long, all week long. As much as stuff is moving, even if it's a shorter show like this, we are going to be here, even if it's just one of us, to break down everything we possibly can for you. Lou, tell our fine friends at home what they can do to support this show.
Look, hey, thanks for hanging out again today. We're going to come back at you like my man, the Chump, said. But for now,
you can call me Corey. You can call me
just Corey. Call you Corey. Okay. The Chump said. But in the meantime, while you're still here, hit that like and subscribe button. Help us get in the right algorithms. And that way you don't miss any shows as they come out. Pop right up for you. We'll bring you more great information.
You got it. And that little kickback Lou was doing right there, don't come to my defense. I was talking mad shit to him yesterday. The payback has begun. And for those of you at home, get ready to level up your podcast playlist with the heavy hitters at Calibration Media Group. Dive into the hilarious and unfiltered world of Kiss the Reviews, where your favorite movies get the comedic roasting they deserve. Master your look with Fashion Beyond 50, the ultimate guide to style and confidence for women in their prime. For the fantasy fanatics, the Champ and the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast, delivering winning strategies and relatable talk you need to dominate your league. And my favorite show, do not miss Backstage Buckeye, hosted by my man, Mr. Lou Willard. Your all-access pass to the stories, personalities, and behind-the-scenes action of the Ohio State University Athletics. Find your next obsession over at calibrationmediagroup.com. For Lou Willard, I am Corey Idle, and we will catch you on the flip side.